welcome to my channel, Haylee Marie Vintage. We're in front of the closet today, so obviously we are here for my biannual closet clean out. I have started already by going through my night clothes, my workout wear, and my shorts and pants. So I have those already figured out and cleared out, but I'm going to take you along for what's in here, which is my dresses. About every 6 months right now, I'm going up anywhere from a half size to a full size. I'm trying to keep my closet from being filled with stuff that doesn't fit. It doesn't make me feel good. So that's kind of the general purpose of this. For everything else that I went through, I just got rid of stuff that didn't fit. Normally I keep myself accountable by having a count. I didn't feel I need to do that for anything in the drawers. However, I will say for the closet, I need to be accountable and go with the count, and we are cutting 20% of my dresses today with a specific focus on fit and taking a look at my gowns, because I definitely have some gowns that I haven't tried on in a few years, so they probably don't fit. So we're gonna hop to it, starting with the gown count. So counting, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64 is where we're hitting on that. So I'm betting we're going to come out to about 120. Okay. And I guess there's overalls in here too. It's not just dresses, but everything in here I have to cut by set 20%. 65, 66, 67, 68, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I have 132 pieces in here. I need to get rid of 26. I, in theory, think this is going to be relatively easy, but we'll see where we actually land on getting rid of things. I definitely have some selections in mind right off the bat. This is my first chunk for getting rid of. This first one, I adore this piece, but I can tell you it does not fit at all anymore. And while it is a really pretty piece that I made, it's like not the prettiest piece I've ever made. And because Mood actually like produces this fabric, if I really want to, I can remake this, but in my current size. I mean, you know, I could take it apart and I could make it my size now instead of starting brand new, but I'm a much more talented seamstress than when I made this piece, so I'd rather just get rid of it. This guy here, I told myself on the last trip I took it on, it was time to get rid of it. Yes, I can technically still get into it, but I'm pulling at the seams. I'm not doing anything good to this garment, and it doesn't make me feel good to smush myself in here like a sausage. This one, I just can tell you doesn't fit me anymore. I made this a couple years ago, and I'm not this size anymore. This one here, I actually just don't love. So I made this a while ago. It's never really quite fit correctly. I've just never loved it. So I think it's time to pass it along. I think it would have been a much more successful piece had I done a skirt, a vest, and a blouse. So it was like a 3-piece mix and matcher. So there's a chance I will do that in the future. Next up, oh, no, I need to get rid of this. I have another Girl Scout uniform from this exact same era. It is the actual like proper green Girl Scout. The reason I keep wanting to keep this one is because it has more patches, but this one actually fits me really well, and this one is a bit of a squeeze, and I don't need to, so ultimately I need to get rid of that one. This guy here, even though it fits, I never wear it, so it's time to say goodbye. And this one, I can tell you doesn't fit me anymore. It barely fit me a couple of years ago. I'm not thinking it's gonna fit me now, and I have so many other pieces in my wardrobe that are gunny saxy like this and fit me so much better. So we're not quite a third of the way, but we're pretty darn close. Oops, sorry. And I already like have pieces on the side I know I need to get rid of. I don't want to get rid of that piece yet. Oh, this guy doesn't probably fit me anymore. Zoop. I need to try this one on, but if it doesn't fit me, I'll be sad, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. Okay, let's start here, see where we landed. This first one is a Gunny Sacks Proper. It's really pretty. It's not my favorite in my collection, and it fits really, really tight on the chest. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. Also, red, white, and blue is just like not really my color scheme. This one here, I was gonna stick my arm in. This one has been too tight on my arms for a while. I'm like just like in a space. Yeah, it's gonna barely go above my elbow, and it needs to be able to sit up here. I'm just at a place where if it doesn't fit my arms and it makes me feel really like bulky and weird and uncomfortable, I'm not gonna keep it, even if I like it. This one here is a really beautiful dress I picked up that unfortunately no longer fits or honestly never fit well enough. This I'm devastated about. This is a gorgeous piece. It barely fit when I bought it, which was now over 2 years ago, so I'll probably give it one last try on, but there's almost no way possible this fits me now. This guy is a gown I made, and I just never really super loved the silhouette of it. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. I have enough gowns. This guy here is a gunny sacks that I picked up. I mean, you don't always know if you're gonna fit if you pick it up online, and it's just always a little bit too tight for me to feel comfortable. And this dress was a dress that I picked up in Argentina that I probably just shouldn't have. I just don't think it really fits my aesthetic or my personality. So we're up to 14, so I have about 12 more to seek out to get rid of. Hopefully this is working. Oh yeah, okay. I thought my mic was dead for a second. Hey Spooky, where are you? She's lying in the sun. I'll make her come say hi in a second. I honestly need to try some things on, and it's hot today. So I'm not feeling particularly trying things on. Nothing is like more irritating and annoying than to try things on when it's hot out and you know they're not gonna fit. Okay, you know what? It is time. Sad. But it's time. It's time. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back to the other side, even though I only pulled out one. And I need to pull out 11 more. And honestly, right now I'm feeling like if I don't hit that perfect 26, that's okay. I'm really feeling kind of stumped. There's a few things that I know I need to try on. No, this one I think I'm ready to move on from. This I sewed my first year of sewing, so there's not a huge chance this fits. Which is also why I'm getting rid of this one, even though it is absolutely one of my favorite dresses I've ever made. It doesn't fit me anymore, and I've definitely heard some of you guys have said, like, if you love something, you should still keep it because you made it. I totally hear you all, and there are pieces I'm not willing to part with. For example, this dress here absolutely does not fit me anymore. However, I am not going to get rid of it because I put like 30 something hours in, as opposed to this one, like I put 12 in, and I'm going to make pieces I like more than this one. It's just because, like, I'm never going to make myself particularly happy if I'm keeping a ton of these things. Like, that's an example of a dress I'll always keep. The dress that I hand crocheted a ton of cherries for, that's another dress that I'll never get rid of. But I can't just like justify keeping something because I made it, because right now I'm averaging about 50 projects a year. So if I was to do that, that would kind of be bonkers. I travel a lot with this piece, but I really only wear it when I travel. So I think I can get rid of it. So what, that's 3. So I have 9 that I need to get rid of. I think I need to try these 2 on. This dress is super cute. I made it off camera several years ago, and actually back when I made it, I didn't know how to fit clothing well. So it does like technically fit me, but honestly, the pain of getting into a side zip like this is just not worth it for me anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to it. Like, I know that's like a really picky reason to get rid of something is a side zip, but like honestly, I can't. I find side zips so painful to put on that it's not worth it for me. But I did wear 2 slips so that way I could try things on, so I need to suck it up and try some things on. This one doesn't fit. It's one of my favorite early pieces that I made that makes me feel like very designer. But it is upholstery fabric. It's not even like a fabric that is particularly fantastic feeling to wear. There's a lot of tapestry fabrics out there that I could buy to make a dress like this, and now I know how to fit my rear. So I think this one is a safe one to get rid of. Some of these I'm trying to avoid a sticky situation by putting in my arm, because my arms are a place that I've gained enough weight that there's things I can't fit anymore. This is a really beautiful, pretty old piece, so I don't want to force it on my body since I am 98% sure it's not going to fit. Okay, this is one I'm sad about. I haven't tried the zipper, but there's no way this fits me comfortable, even though it's actually one of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to see if I can find anything remotely similar online to replace it. And if I can't, I'm going to add it to my hoard of things I want to remake. So not taking this fabric apart and like remaking this as is, but instead finding fabrics. The biggest thing is like, this is, I think, cotton bark cloth. That's going to be too hard to find. But finding things that are similar vibe and remaking it in my current size. Finding a pattern for this won't be hard. So I don't know yet if this one's going to end up in my shop. I will mention all of these are going to be on my Poshmark, Mercari, and Vinted. That's where you can find them. That's where you can shop them. They are going to get cheaper over time. So if an item's not in your budget now, follow it and it might get cheaper later. And by might, I mean it will. I want these things to move. Like, I want to sell them. So if you see something and you're like, that price is outrageous, I can't pay it, shoot me an offer. Huge chances are I will take it, because I would rather it go to a new home than keep the inventory and try to make the money back. From the arm test, this one has hope. So we're going to go for the full body test. I'm about to be very sweaty and likely very cranky. Okay, I think I could force myself into this one. However, I don't think long-term wear it will be comfortable. I think the arms will tug too much, and I have this pattern, and this is just a cheap Joann's cotton, and I have better materials to make something really similar to this. In fact, I'm thinking I have this really gorgeous 1940s purple and black print that I think would make a gorgeous dress like this that is actually my size. And yeah, I still have the pattern, and it won't take much to size the pattern up, and I don't think it's worth it. Like, I think it's going to spend me about 3 hours to make this dress bigger, and it would probably take me about 5 to 6 hours to just remake this dress in a different fabric, so I'm going to opt to get rid of this one. In theory, I need to find 4 more, but again, I'm not punishing myself if I can't find them. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. This dress is really cute, but there's just something about it that I don't like on me. I don't know if it's because it's yellow. I don't quite know what the situation is here. Every time I do a closet clean out, I look at this dress, I want to get rid of it, and I don't let myself for some reason, and I think it's time to let myself get rid of this dress. This one, I have this is like an empire waist, so the waist and the point of tension is around my rib cage. Feeling back here, I have about 3 inches open, so this dress is no longer going to work for me, and I think the reason I keep wanting to hold on to it is this was from the really early days of my sewing. This is not one I made, but I altered it, and I was really proud of my ability to get the ruffle, to still do what it did in the original dress. Like, I just felt really proud of this mend, and I think it's okay to feel really proud of this mend, but also let this dress go. I'm gonna abort this mission. Sorry, you're probably getting a weird echo. I was going to try this on. This is a really early make of mine that is much beloved to me. But given this current position happening here, and I don't think I see it getting better when I need to actually remove this, I'm just gonna be sad and say goodbye. Jesus Christ. Okay. This one, also beautiful. I have the same feeling about. I just really hate a side zip. A side zip might just be a full-on deal breaker for me these days. All right, so I've made it to my 26 dresses I have to get rid of. You've seen everything that I'm getting rid of. And again, these will be in my Poshmark and Mercari and Vintage shop. I will note nothing in here is likely going to be above a size waist diameter of, I think, 26 inches. So keep that in mind if you're going to go shop it. So here's the thing. This always is the really bad feeling for me. This is always where I feel really crappy, because I look at all these clothes that I love and don't fit me, and I feel not so great. However, I know that once I get them all listed, packed away, and out of my closet, I'm going to feel much more positively towards my closet, because when I get dressed in the morning, I'm not going to have to look at a garment and say, is that going to fit me? And that is a really, really, really positive feeling, or not positive feeling, but like nothing feels worse than when I'm getting up in the morning and getting ready to go to my corporate overlord job, and then I put on something that doesn't fit, and then I have a meltdown for a couple reasons. I usually have picked my outfit the day before because I can't think about it that much in the morning. Also, like, I'm usually excited to wear that, and it's a really crappy feeling. So as crappy as I feel, like, don't get me wrong, I feel like I talk a lot about, like, only having things that fit you in your closet. Like, it's a really positive, fun experience. Honestly, increasing a size every 6 months for the last 2 years has been terrible. Not because I'm gaining weight, but because of all the clothes I've had to leave behind. I think, like, I've just reached a point where I'm allowing myself to feel sad and feel sucky in this moment, knowing that in the future I'm going to feel a lot better about myself, if that makes sense. So hopefully this helps you feel good about letting go of things that are in your closet that no longer serve you at your current size. In this moment, I feel like crap. but I know I'm going to feel so much happier when I'm able to sell this. And I get a lot of thank you messages from people who can't afford clothing like this. Admittedly, most of these pieces I start priced above $50. At the end of the day, most of these prices I will let go for less than $50. And this is not clothing that a lot of times people can afford at that like regular price. And when people bundle, sometimes I'm really happy to give like a ton of vintage 50s stuff that comes out at like $20 a piece that's in nice condition. And it feels really good to let that go and let that go to people who can't just like source things from vintage shops where they cost $120, but they can do that $20 price point. And then it's no longer in my closet making me feel bad about myself. So I will get to a point where I feel really positive about letting this go, but transparently that moment is not right this second. But now I'm going to remove these from this situation, and I'm going to show you everything else that I am getting rid of. I'm going to go really fast, or probably leave the workout wear to the end because I don't think any of you guys care about that. But I do have lots of really great vintage nightgowns that I am going to let go. So let's real quick magically go like, we're back. This is not the massive pile it usually is. Oh, sweaters. Hold up. This is now the pile. This is not the massive pile it usually is. I decided to instead concentrate on some areas I don't usually concentrate on. But before we start in those areas, first thing I'm going to show that I forgot that technically goes in the dress pile, I am getting rid of this 1950s, I believe, ice skating costume. It doesn't fit me. It's silly for me to think it's going to fit me. One of the things I go through after winter is sweaters, and I didn't wear any of these sweaters this winter, so I'm going to get rid of them. Okay, the first one I didn't wear is this very cute little dog, like bejeweled dog sweater. It's just a little smaller than what I like to wear in the sleeves. It like only has one dog on the back, and it's not by Christine Foley, and I'm a snob. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. This next one here is another really great sweater that is just not the right sweater for me anymore. I didn't wear it all winter, so I'm letting it go. This one I found at my desk, not at my desk, in my desk at work, my drawer, and I haven't worn it. It's been in the bottom corner of my desk drawer for years, I think. I'm going to let this little Christmassy guy go. It's the wrong time of year to let it go, but I don't care. And then this last one, this is a really, really cute sweater. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I just am, at this point, if it's not a Christine Foley or like really subtle and something I can like tuck in to a skirt, it's something I'm not wearing. And this one I think ultimately would like really good with like jeans or leggings or something that honestly like I just don't hugely wear like that, which is a lie. I do wear leggings with my Christine Foleys, but there's just something about this that has never struck a chord with me enough for me to reach for it over my Christine Foley sweaters. The next category we're calling blouses that are fun and way too big for me. I bought all of these back before I realized thrifting clothing to make it smaller for yourself is bad, and I hadn't altered these yet. I found them tucked away in a corner, and I understand now why you shouldn't do things like that because there's not enough larger sizes in thrift stores already. So as a result, I'm letting this one go. This one, which is you can't see it. This is a really great like 1970s piece. And this guy go, which these were just all like fun colors that I thought were great that I'm letting go because it's not ethical to alter them to fit me. This guy here is the only skirt I'm getting rid of. I did retry on all my skirts. And it's weird because it's like my rib cage and my thighs got bigger, and that's what like gained the size. So as a result, most of my skirts fit. However, I have not worn this skirt in so long that there's no reason for me to keep it anymore. It does technically still fit though. Yeah, let's talk about all these bed sets. These are all ones that have sat in a drawer for too many years, and I'd rather be out in the world getting used by someone. This one I need to wash, but I really need to wash. But it's this really beautiful snowdrop piece. It also has, I believe, a bed jacket. Here's the bed jacket. The bed jacket has short sleeves. I'm determining whether I'll sell these together or apart. I'll probably start by listing the set, and if I don't get much interest in the set, I'll probably start to list things by themselves. This is a really fun, I don't know what era this piece is. It technically still fits me, but it's just not, I don't like the front slit in it, so it's not something I'm gonna wear. This one, really beautiful. It's too like baby doll for me. I like to have quite a significantly lower waist than this one, and it also has a matching bed jacket. The other thing I've realized is I've slowly over the years figured out how to wear these in real life. So if they're not ones that I want to style to wear in real life, they aren't ones I'm going to wear at all. So that's also why I'm getting rid of some of these. This one, however, I'm only getting rid of because it doesn't fit me. It is a stunning piece with this embroidery on it, this peach color, the lace. Also has a bed jacket. This is a spectacular piece. Don't know where I'm gonna wear it, and by that I mean because my body doesn't fit into it and it would not be appropriate, would not cover me. And then this guy here, I didn't try on, but I just like don't feel passionate about it, and I don't need to be keeping things that I just like don't love. I'm gonna go through, I am getting rid of all but one pair of my vintage jeans. I know I took a really long time to find jeans that fit me, but guess what? They don't fit me anymore. So this pair is out, as well as this pair. And I'm not gonna bother to try to replace them. That's just an important pair of pants you guys don't care about. Not gonna bother to replace these jeans this time because like the reason that I always find out they don't fit me is because I do these closet try-ons. I never try to wear a pair of jeans between these try-ons, so I don't know who I'm kidding, and I'm not gonna replace them. These days if I am gonna wear pants, they're gonna be, oh you can't see them, they're on this side. They're gonna be wool pants with a high waist from the 80s. That's the only way I'm wearing pants. I'm not wearing jeans. I find jeans incredibly uncomfortable. This guy doesn't fit anymore. Sad day, but it is what it is. I am getting rid of, it's really hard to tell what this is. This is a 3-piece swimsuit set I made from a 1940s pattern, 50s pattern. I don't know. I made this. It's actually still one of the highest performing videos on my channel, but it doesn't fit me anymore because it's cotton. And also since this, I've gotten much more comfortable using real swimsuit fabric. I wouldn't even wear it anymore at this point. And this last guy, I found this weird 1980s or 90s beach fabric in a shop, and I picked it up and I made, like, self-drafted this super basic swimsuit cover pattern. It's like cute, but I have 3 other swimsuit covers I actually use, and I've never once reached for this one. So out into the wilderness it goes. It's a pair of skinny jeans that I'll probably die before I wear again. And then this pile here, just an example in case you're curious. I'm not going to go through all these pieces. These are all the modern day workout clothes that I'm getting rid of. I've really changed how I work out, and a lot of these clothing pieces were just like cuter or higher end brands that like I wore to feel cute at the gym. I don't go to the gym. I now work out at home. And because I work out at home, I can just wear a sports bra and a pair of shorts and not get any bad attention. So I don't wear any of these clothings anymore because I don't wear any workout shirts anymore because I no longer have to get men to go away. So I don't wear these anymore. And then some of these, I liked Lululemon at some point. All of these are Lululemon, like size 2. There's no way in hell they'll fit me anymore. And I just like finally wanted my workout drawer for me to be able to like actually reach into and pull out things that I want to wear to work out instead of digging through all of these stupid pieces that then do not motivate me to work out because they aren't what I want to wear. Oh, another random thing, I'm getting rid of this really beautiful belt. It doesn't fit me. Sorry, I feel like this was a random little bit, but hopefully, I guess this was interesting to you as well. I think the pandemic really changed how I worked out because I realized what actually works best for me is working out at home. So I only work out at home, and it's really changed my attitude towards gym clothes as a result. So what you don't see here, I have a big pile of like 8 sports bras that I'm also getting rid of because I've learned, similar to like my side zip hatred, I don't like wearing sports bras that have no clasps because like usually after a workout my arms are really tired or my body's really tired and I don't want to wrestle myself out of the thing, and I usually have to do that because I need enough compression for it to work. So I just need sports bras that have clasps in either the front or the back. So no longer keeping all these like workout clothes that I feel like were for somebody else, like were to not get male attention. These are all like early 20s Haylee clothes. So yeah, it's time to let go. Just because they're utilitarian doesn't mean I need to keep them. And since most of these are Lululemon or Athleta that I bought secondhand, I'll be able to resell them and actually get a somewhat decent price for them. And I would much rather have that money to invest in the workout wear that I now actually use. Yeah, that I think concludes this closet cleanouts. You'll probably see another one of these in 6 months. I'm really hoping my weight fluctuations settle by then, which is my famous last words at the end of all of these videos. The only reason I actually have legit hope this time is I am currently going off the medication that made me gain weight. So I'm hoping, I don't care if I lose weight, I just want to be the same size. That's all I want. All I want is to stop fluctuating in weight. And I know it just might not happen. And honestly, if it doesn't happen, it will continue to push me as a seamstress. Even if this whole process is incredibly frustrating for me. Everything's okay. Everything's going to be okay. So with that note, I'm gonna, I guess, sign off. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, you can find all this stuff in my Poshmark and Mercari shops if you so desire. I'm also gonna throw in, I went through my bags and I got rid of all my modern bags because I don't use them. So those will also be in that shop. I guess my last words are, please treat yourself kindly, and if you find yourself in the morning really hating yourself because the things in your closet don't fit, do a cleanse, get rid of them. It's gonna feel really crappy in the moment, but I promise you're gonna feel so much better. I will see you next week at 8 a.m. Pacific time for a sewing project. Bye!